Justin Cohen here, best-selling author, international speaker. Really glad to be with you virtually at Derek's networking session. So Derek and I were having a chat about networking, and we all know how important that is, right? You've heard it before. Your network determines your net worth. And I don't think we should be mercenary about our relationships. They're a lot more than our net worth financially, but if we include our emotional well-being, in fact even our health as part of our net worth, our value, well then yes, absolutely, those relationships do have an enormous role to play. So when it comes to connecting with others, to my mind, the single most important principle is the best way to get is to give. If we enter these networking sessions with that hunger in our eyes for what we can get, I think we're likely to scare just about everyone away. The most important person in anybody's life is themselves. And so when you can enter really any social situation, be it a formal networking session or a social one or just a random one on the bus, and you can enter it not with a what can I get out of this, but rather a what can I give, well, the great irony is that is really the best attitude to get. Here's what we know. When we serve others, we serve ourselves. There's a wonderful proverb that Tswana people have. I was in Botswana last week, and they put it like this: when you give it away, you provide for the future. When you give it away, you provide for the future. I love that, because we think of something as giving away as losing, but in fact we don't, right? We actually gain. In fact, we gain a great deal. Professor Adam Grant from Wharton Business School has found that you can pretty much categorize people in one of three ways. They're either givers. Givers are people who say, hey, sow and you shall reap. Just put it out there and don't expect it back right away, but eventually it's going to grow and we're all going to be wealthier for it. Takers are people who say it is a dog-eat-dogs world, so you better take as much as you can before somebody else does. What takers don't realize is that they're the dog. Matchers are people who say, if you sow, then I will sow. You don't want to be on a team full of matchers because everybody starves. So who do you think is going to be the most successful, givers, takers, or matchers? I guess I've kind of given it away, haven't I? Yes, it is the givers, right? It just makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it, right? I mean, who do you want to connect with? Who do you want to do business with? Who do you want to employ? Who do you want to marry? Who do you want to befriend? A giver, a taker, right? Without a doubt, we want to be around givers, right? And so giving is a really powerful strategy for getting. Now, I'm not saying that's the only reason we should be giving so that we can get. I'm not saying that. Because the truth is, giving gives you a lot more than what you may get back from that person or other people who see you as a giver and want you to be on their team. Here's what you'll also get. You'll also get a boost to your health and even your happiness. So if you were to make an unexpected cup of tea, say, for your partner, it would certainly boost their happiness. But the research shows it would boost your happiness 50% more than theirs. The gift really is in the giving. Now, this is no excuse to tell your partner how much happier she would be if she made you a cup of tea. But what it tells us is that when we give, there are this cascade of chemicals in the brain that actually boost our well-being. Harvard University researchers asked people two questions. Number one, how much stress have you experienced in the past year? And number two, how much time have you spent helping others? First, the bad news. If you've had a major stressor like getting divorced or going bankrupt, your increased chances of dying are 30%. Here's the good news. If you're somebody who regularly helps others, your increased chances of dying are 0. And scientists think that it's got to do with a chemical in the brain called oxytocin. Oxytocin is emitted in mother's milk. It creates that lovely warm bond between a mother and child. But it's also a natural anti-inflammatory that repairs stress-related damage to heart cells. So if you want to get an oxytocin boost, you do not need to look for a breastfeeding mother. All you need to do is help someone, connect with someone, serve, and you will get that natural oxytocin boost for your health, your happiness, and even your success. My name is Justin Cohen. If you would like to get more of these videos or take a look at any of the various books that I've written, I'd love to connect with you, and you can do that by going to www.justinpresents.com. I'm also a proud friend of Derek's, so if you connect with him on Facebook, you'll see me as one of his friends, and it would be great to connect with you there as well, or on LinkedIn at Justin Presents as well. So until then, may you get out there and give some more, because that's the very best way to get. In fact, don't try and be a person of success. Be a person of value, and success will follow.